Hi, LinkedIn. I hope everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can hear me. I decided to go live and create this series because it's 2026, right? January is the month when a lot of us, especially high achieving women, which is the main client base that I serve, we're making lots of plans. And it's great because we all need goals, we need plans, we need a direction, we need a guide. And that's great. So a lot of us are busy in our Q1. But what I keep finding working with my clients and many conversations I have with other women is what I keep finding is although we have the goals, but sometimes the goals don't stick, or many times the goals don't stick. In my experience, what I've seen, many high achieving women, very smart, very brilliant. They know what to do. They don't need help with goal setting. They know their goals. They're very clear on what they want. But where they really struggle is they start with this list or a plan, and as they go into the quarter, things start to go sideways. They find themselves overthinking. Like overthinking is the number one issue that I see in high achieving women. Overthinking, which delays decisions, second guessing themselves when it comes to revenue decisions, asking for more revenue or setting revenue targets, or if you're a consultant or a strategist, asking for the right price from your clients and for your projects. So I still see them struggling with a lot of this, doubting their decisions. Can I really ask for this? Am I being too selfish? And unconsciously, they're making these decisions, which is preventing from their goals to actually stick, from them actually moving forward. So it shows up as procrastination, overthinking. And so I wanted to come here today and talk about not what you need to do, because there's a lot of strategy around. We know strategies, right? It's not about strategies. Strategies are great, but they only work when you execute them. And that's where the gap is. We know what the strategy is, but we're overthinking, we're delaying decisions, we're not asking for what we want, we are undercharging, we are avoiding the sales conversations. And despite the goals, we're not moving forward, or we're moving slowly and not at the speed that we could. And we're not really fully tapping into our potential. Now, the reason why this happens is because all these goals that we are making them consciously. They're in our conscious mind. But subconsciously, which is our nervous system internally, we all have an internal setting. Our subconscious mind has a different plan. What do I mean by that? So, our subconscious holds a lot of our beliefs, our habits, our behaviors, our values, our patterns, which have been formed since childhood. So, since the age of 5, well, since ever since we grew up as a baby, but by the age of 5, you've been absorbing the patterns, the habits, behaviors, the beliefs that you're seeing in your environment. And by the age of 5, they're set, maximum 7. You form an opinion about yourself, not an opinion, but a belief about your own capability, who you are, about love by watching your parents, about how they treat you as a child, about money or any other conversations they might be having around you. So you're forming those beliefs, and it starts very early. Your subconscious mind is a recorder, it's just constantly recording. And so while growing up, if there was there was tension in the family because of money, or you heard things like rich people are greedy, or don't ask for too much money, don't show off. Um, People like us don't make that much money. We don't ask for money. We keep quiet. When you grow up with these beliefs, what happens is you internalize them, just as you're learning how to brush teeth, just as you're learning how to ride a bike. So your subconscious is automatically recording. And when you grow up as grown ups, we unconsciously keep playing out these beliefs. So on one hand, you might want to have a six-figure business, but there might be an inner voice constantly saying, well, who are you to create a business? People like us don't make that much money. And so when you have these beliefs, you're actually making business decisions, revenue decisions, which are aligned to that belief, not aligned to what you actually want. So our goals are in the conscious mind, and the conscious is a very small percentage of our mind. Conscious mind is only required when we need decisions, when we need to use willpower, make conscious decisions like moving arm up and down. But subconscious is on autopilot, and that's a larger part of our brain. Our body's processes like the nervous system, breathing, all of that is, our organs, the way they operate, that's all in our subconscious. So this part of the nervous system is really big. It's the subconscious that's really big, and this works on autopilot. So if you have internalized beliefs that I'm being too much, I can't ask for too much, people like me don't make that much money, what will others think of me when I ask for that much money? When we have these beliefs, we are unconsciously making decisions in our business, which are actually, and when it comes to our goals, that are stopping us. So for you to actually have your goals stick, to follow through the plans that you've made, to make the decisions, to make the bold moves that you really, really promised yourself that you're going to make, you must rewire that subconscious. Because I've done now many workshops. I've run more than 10 workshops, 12 workshops, if I'm not wrong, but 11 to 12 workshops and webinars. And many of you, hundreds of you have attended them. And the thing that keeps coming up is these unconscious patterns. At my last workshop, one of the beliefs that came up for one of the lady was, I realized that I need permission from others before making money decisions. And guess what? She continued to make those decisions, and they were affecting how her business was growing. There was another person who said, I'm still making decisions like my grandma because my grandma had certain beliefs and she believed that we should save. And so I'm always saving, I'm always in saving mode. And so when it comes to investing in my business and doing things, I worry. And that worry keeps me from asking what I want and doing what I want to do. And this is just a little example of how these subconscious beliefs can really hold us back. So how can we change these beliefs? Now, I'm a believer that we should be able to overcome our issues fast. We are very busy people. Many of us have we are parents, we have children, we are probably caretakers, we're looking after others. We are juggling a lot of plates. We have our own business. Maybe we are, in different careers, and there's already a lot going on. So we don't have time to kind of, keep working on ourselves. Things should be fast. The personal development work is ongoing, but when we encounter issues, just like we have a Nurofen when we have a headache, we should be able to smash these blocks really, really fast. That's where I come in. That's my speciality. That's what I do. And so I use subconscious reprogramming or hypnosis as a tool to access the subconscious mind and locate your blind spots, the blind spots you don't see. So the beliefs that I've just shared, these are the beliefs that came up through the workshops, through the live mind reprogramming, live hypnosis that I did in my workshops. They weren't consciously aware of them. So if you're somebody who has goals but struggles to stick to them, you want to charge a certain amount of money for your services or your projects, but you are hesitating. You know that you need to invest in a particular product or a service or even coaching, and you're hesitating, you're overthinking, you feel like most of the time women say, I need to feel ready. Well, that never happens. You just have to make a decision. And if you pick up any book about decisions from top-notch CEOs, they make quick decisions, and there's a certain criteria and a way to make decisions. So if you're someone who's stuck, who has these goals and dreams, but you keep showing up, you want to ask for more, but when you're in the room, your chest tightens, your body freezes, and you're not asking for what you really, really want, and you end up blurting a different word. And trust me, it happened with me as well. And I'm working and continue to work on this to get my business to the next level. This is where I can help. So this is only 15 minutes. If you want to know a little bit more about how subconscious reprogramming, how hypnosis, how I'm using hypnosis to rewire my mind, to rewire clients' minds, and getting them to be more visible, to ask for more, to embody who they really want to become through the business, then I invite you to book a call with me. I currently have 2 spots for a case study program. Normally, I charge £6,000 for for a 6-month program, and I charge anything between 5 grand to 6 grand for this. But I've just refreshed my offer. I'm offering something new, and I'm really excited about it. And but this time I have 2 spots. I had 3 spots, and 1 spot is already taken, and I have 2 more spots for 2 women to join me on a 6-month container at £3,500. So instead of charging 6 grand, I'm charging half price because I'm testing the offer. I want to gather your feedback. I want to see how it's shaping up, how it performs. You're going to get loads of value in return for honest feedback and testimonial. So let's have a chat. If this is something that you're interested in, let's have a chat. It's a really high value offer. We're going to be smashing a lot of blocks. But before we do any of that, it's really important to establish whether or not we are the right fit. For me to establish where is it that you're struggling, and is it something that I can help you with. Of course, I'm going to invite you to my offer because this is January and I want to attract ambitious women who are done with procrastination and playing small and really want to take their business to the next level. I'm here for those. And so if you want to have a chat with me, I'm offering an audit call, which is a diagnostic call. We will definitely understand whether we're each other's fit or not, but also importantly, we understand where you're at, what's the current blockers. I'll help you identify your blockers. We will map out a plan, and then we will say, and I've already described what my 6-month container is, but we'll go deep into it, and then you can decide whether it's the right thing for you or not. So if this speaks to you, if you found this useful, then let's have a chat. I'm going to drop a link to book your call with me. And remember, most of us think that we don't have blocks, but we do. We do have blind spots. You might think, I don't have a money block and it's fine, but they're very subtle. You don't realize because it's automatic behavior. So if this speaks to you and you feel like this might benefit me and I'm interested, let's talk. I would love to have a chat with you. We're at time, so I am going to conclude here, and I'm doing this series, so I have 2 more coming up, and then the next series I'm going to be covering. Just let me double check. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about how highly ambitious women, smart, capable women are actually leaving money on the table and what to do about it. So hopefully I'll see you there. Take care. Bye now. Have a great day.